Oh, I've just been mucking around with a configuration for an end-fed wire. I'm just trying to, do what I'm always doing, trying to increase the outputs. I'm running 5 watts, and the trace on the left there is my 5-watt beacon, and the trace on the right is a beacon from VK2, and I'm monitoring in VK5, and I'm actually quite impressed. My 5-watt beacon is often, not always, but often comparable to the beacon in VK2. I think that beacon's running 60 watt, I'm not sure, but I'm only running 5. So that's pretty impressive. So I'll just flick over to camera mode. And so that's the IC705 there on my terrible camera, running 5 watt. And here's my messy configuration. So I've got a variable capacitor. It's quite weird, I'm just sort of feeling it out. I've got some bifilar pancake coils on a ferrite, and basically it's a bit weird. I've got my active coming to 2 of the bifilar coils, and both of those have the same rotation, okay? But it's also connecting to the bottom coil, which has a counter rotation, right? The capacitor is connecting across both ends of the coil, coil arrangement. So the very far end, and oh dearie me, yep. And this is so confusing. I got myself all muddled up. Yeah, both ends. The capacitor is going across both the entire run of coils, but the active input's coming into the middle of 2, so halfway between this one and this one. And the bottom here is returned to ground. But I've also got a very intricate quadrifilar inductor here that I've used to basically try to grab back EMF onto the ground return, and reintroduce it back to the capacitor, and it's actually worked. When I had the system tuned without that, the output was lower. It was good output, but since adding that and tuning to resonance, the output is actually a lot higher. So I mean, this is just the beginning of the end-fed wire. The wire goes out and up the tree, but yeah, so 5 watts, she's doing absolutely mental, and so pretty impressed with that. But interesting about the use of the coil in the reverse rotation. So I might actually experiment with that more, because if you counter the rotation, you're sort of cancelling inductance. And these coils do appear to give you a little bit more energy, but of course, if you keep adding more, you're getting far too high in inductance. So, magnetic inductance. So that might be a trick to actually run a heap of them in alternating rotations to cancel the inductance, but it'll still have the dielectric inductance, which I think is where they really get their magic from. But yeah, look at that. My trace on the left there is doing fantastic. Of course, the beacon in VK2 is doing fantastica, if there's such a word, more fantastica. And yeah, 5 watts, not too bloody bad at all. All right, I'm just sharing a video because I'm excited. All right, 7-3, and thanks for watching.